I'm Morgan Hornman. Thank you for joining me. In this episode, I'd like to discuss letting go of control. Releasing control is one of the hardest things humans have to do. Well, yeah, pretty much. We all have the way we think we should have things. We all have the way that we think things should be. And we rail against the machine at the infamy of life for denying us those things. Well, life has nothing to do with our complaints. It can't hear us. What's going on is we fight so hard to control the things around us that it ends up affecting how we interact with everything. Letting go of control is about accepting the fact that life is not going to go exactly how we think it's going to go. My last video, I talked about the journey of the fool. And the journey of the fool is one that steps blindly onto the path of life with no expectations, with no preset desires, directions. It's all just wide open, can be whatever the universe puts in front of him. Be like the fool. Be like the fool. It's hard. There's a lot of ways that it's hard to be like the fool. And being the fool has always gotten such a bad rap. But ultimately, within the scheme of the tarot, what it's talking about is not having expectations. My personal journey has taught me that expectations are predetermined resentments. If I expect something to go the way I think it should go, I should not get upset if it does not go that way. Because I don't have control. Things happen. Here, let's hope that I actually get a drink of my drink. I did. Now, I accepted that I don't have control because I know that there's a chance that that straw is going to spin on me, not actually get in my mouth, and I'm going to spray all over everything, and it's just a big mess. But I accepted the risk. Because I don't have control. I just wanted a drink. That's a different story that stopped for me 30 some odd years ago. But where I'm getting at is that we have to receive what energy the life gives us, and then we decide and make our choices how we process, push back, accept. What are we going to do with it? It's up to you to either get mad about it, and that's a whole different thing, or if you're just going to go, okay, that's the way life is. Here, there are parts where, yes, we do have some control. We can assign some control because what we can control is our reaction to a situation or to a stimuli. Accepting and understanding that we don't have a actual control over something is very hard, and the only thing we can actually do, like I said, is control our reaction to that. When you're controlling your reaction, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a place where you can go, what's going on? How should I react? Why should I react that way? Now, we get into sticky wickets with control after this point, because then we go into the territory of controlling yourself, and you want to accept yourself. A lot of this is based on acceptance, acknowledging that this is the way it is, and if you want to change it, you have to do something about it. You have to do something that you haven't done before, apparently, to make that change happen. So what I'm going for is understanding, at least from my point of view, that I can't do a damn thing about anything except for myself. I can't control how other people react. I can have control over the stimulus I give them if I have foreknowledge. And by knowing what type of stimulus I give them, if I give them something aggravating, I can expect them to react towards the aggravation. If I do something loving, I would hope that they would react towards the loving. This is kind of, you make decisions on the energy you want to put out, but you don't actually have a decision on how that comes back. And what you have to do is hedge your bets and decide what are the actions that have the highest probability of taking me in the direction I want to go. Do I want my partner to be happy and smile, or do I want them to be upset and there to, no, I don't want them to be upset. I want them to be happy. I want them to grow and have fun, and I don't want to negatively affect them. But it's letting go of control. So we've got that. We've got control of ourselves. Wait, This is another rabbit hole we have a problem with, because we decide that we're going to ignore things about ourselves that don't fit the picture that we have of ourselves. And this is very dangerous territory, because then you're controlling your own perception and not accepting your reality. And whether it's a physical limitation or you're just not seeing yourself for how you're actually treating other people, you need to work on how you perceive that and the energy that you put forth. So, lack of control is a situation where we have to make a choice to accept what we're given. It's up to us what we do with the energy and or situation we're given. Do we turn that around to work to manifest something different, or do we accept it as what is okay? It's all up to you how you interpret that energy, how you interpret those other people's choices, their intentions, things like that. However, you are not entitled to them to act the way that you think they should. That's control. You are not entitled to force people to comply. That is control. You are not entitled. Plain and simple. That is an entirely different episode. But what I want you to understand as the takeaway from this is that accepting that life is going to be what it's going to be, and it's up to you to reflect what you want your life to become, to take that energy, transmute it, and put it in the direction and the intention, another callback, that you want your life to have. Where are you going to steer yourself? Well, steering yourself is not exactly control, but it helps with your self-direction and your self-control. Thank you very much for watching, and may the Lord and Lady ever hold you in their hearts. Praise be to Pan, and peace. So mote it be. Have a great day. Bye-bye.